Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Heterodoxa, the channel that aims to explore heterodoxical topics in the fields of linguistics, literature, and culture. In this video, we are going to talk about the applied semiotic approach to advertising. So what is applied semiotics? In the Encyclopedic Dictionary of Semiotics, Media and Communications, Marcel Danesi simply defines applied semiotics as the use of semiotic theory to study and understand signifying human phenomena and/or human behavior. According to Semiotic, the term applied semiotics is traditionally attributed to Charles Morris, who wrote, "The application of semiotic as an instrument may be called applied semiotic." Following the terminology suggested by Rudolf Carnap, Morris proposed three types of semiotics, namely pure, descriptive, and applied semiotics. Pure semiotics, an expression seldom encountered nowadays, elaborates a language to talk about signs. On the other hand, descriptive semiotics studies actual signs, such as what signs signify to certain persons, how signs are combined in a specific language, the origin, uses, and effects of specific signs. And finally, we have applied semiotics, which refers to the utilization of knowledge about signs for the accomplishment of various purposes. The book Classics of Semiotics provides the reader an idea of the range of contexts where semiotics can be applied. It explains that applied semiotics helps us explore different channels, different codes in various media, and different genres of communication. Applied semiotics takes the results of research and tries to make use of them in various specific contexts of human thought and action, especially in culture and the arts, resulting in visual semiotics, semiotics of film, semiotics of gesture, facial semiotics, semiotics of culture, and others. The International Journal of Marketing Semiotics states that semiotics have been applied in various marketing-related research areas, including strategic brand positioning, brand identity, brand equity and brand image, advertising copy development, advertising encoding and decoding, retail branding, media messages, and package design. However, in this video, we are only going to focus on the application of Saussurean and Peircean semiotic concepts in analyzing advertisements. Analysts, working with the Saussurean model of the sign, concentrate on the ways that advertising works as a persuasive form. They apply the binary concepts of the signifier and the signified. In general, they consider the entire advertisement as a signifier and the products being advertised as the signified. More particularly, it is also usual for them to break down the entire advertisement into its smaller components and consider each component part as a signifier with a corresponding signified. The ultimate goal of analyzing advertisements using the Saussurean model of design is to establish how signifiers in an advertisement create pleasing signifieds in the minds of the consumers, persuading them to buy the product being advertised. One of the earliest attempts to apply Saussurean semiotics in analyzing advertisements is done by Judith Williamson in her book, Decoding Advertisements, Ideology and Meaning in Advertising. Williamson's influential notion of encoding and decoding, based heavily in linguistic models of signification, have supported a view of advertisement texts as carrying hidden codes. The essence of Williamson's approach is to unveil, through semiotic analysis, what she calls the real meaning of the words and images of an advertisement, and the real world to which the unreal images of the ad refer. Williamson's book provides some fresh ideas as well as skills for improving our perception of advertisements. She offers a detailed explanation of ideology in advertisements, while exposing negative parts of advertisements such as dishonesty and exploitation. She aims to help the advertising audience in discerning that some deeper social and political meanings exist in the commercial content. She argues, we can only understand what advertisements mean by finding out how they mean and analyzing the way in which they work. Advertisements contain two functions according to Williamson: the overt economic function, which makes us want to buy things, and the ideological function that makes us feel like individuals in perpetuating the ideas which endorse the very economic basis of our society. According to Cook, the popular phrase decoding advertisements was first used in this title of the book by Judith Williamson, and it has been echoed widely in courses and publications ever since. Let us now proceed to the discussion of how the Peircean semiotics can be used in analyzing advertisements. According to Denesi and Bisley, the semiotic notions developed by Charles Sanders Peirce are especially useful in the semiotic analysis of advertising. Analysts using Peircean semiotics focus on applying his triadic model of the sign and his typology of the sign, namely the icon, the index, and the symbol. Analysts would usually classify images in an advertisement into icons, indexes, and symbols. Brand names and logos are often classified as icons, but they can also be indexes or symbols. A typical use of index in ads is when a woman is often represented indexically by bits of her body, hips, eyes, head, hands, or legs, which signify not only in themselves but also her whole being. They can also signify a commodity: lipstick, eye makeup, shampoo, nail polish, tights, etc., thus suggesting that women are commodities also. Symbols in advertisements can be illustrated by the cool, refreshing things like mountain streams or fresh-looking and tasting foods in old cigarette ads. Those refreshing things are made to symbolize cigarettes, which are actually, speaking, very unhealthy. A particular example of a symbol in ads would be that of the white horse, used by White Horse Whiskey, where the horse standing in a bar or on the top of a mountain or at a building site stands for the bottle of whiskey itself, although there is no logical connection between the bottle and the sign horse. The sign and its object coexist in the brand name only. The function of presenting a horse in these ads is to make more real the meaning the brand name gives the drink, and is backed up by the slogan, "You can take a white horse anywhere." This kind of symbolism is ultimately what leads to a decoding of the underlying signification systems generated by advertisements of all types. The differences between the Saussurian and the Peircean semiotic models have led some scholars to take sides, but a binary either-or choice is not the only option. Pragmatic scholars and practitioners of applied semiotics, such as in marketing semiotics, have employed concepts and tools drawn from both traditions, depending on their priorities in particular analytical tasks. In the domain of communication and representation, it seems unscholarly not to explore the potential of the two semiotic traditions to perform complementary functions. If you find this channel informative and provocative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be always updated with new videos. Thanks for watching!